you doing, kid? Little man down here be like, every time. What's going on, y'all? Without the cat and stuff. He cool kid though. Uh, so hey, this is really important. Really, really important. I don't know how this phone's gonna go. Fuck the phone. Fuck how it's gonna do. Cause I was trying to get it all to where it's presentable and stuff, and I was like, man, forget all that stuff, cause this is important. So right now, I know y'all know about all them dang what's some joints, UFOs and whatnot, right? They're calling them drones. Dang it, they telling me to flip it back. I guess it's set for like horizontal way. Alright, cool. I'm trying to get this mug to where it's like straight up. Okay, cool. That's better. Alright, cool. So they're telling you guys that these things on the news are drones. True or false? Right? They're not drones, bro. Those things are straight drop UFOs. And but the thing is a lot of people are getting all fearful and whatnot and being like, oh my God, it's an invasion and all that stuff like that. But you got to understand, where are they going back to after you see them? They go back into the ocean. So if you're going back into the ocean, that should lead you to ask what question? Do they live there? And if they live in the ocean, that should lead you to ask another question. Did they live there prior to now? And you should keep asking yourself those questions. Like the answer to that question is yeah, they've been in there. They've been in the ocean for millennia. They've been in the ocean for millennia. Why do you think NASA, when NASA was in the ocean, they packed their shit up and tried to go to space? Wonder why? There had to be something there, right? If you ask yourself that question. Like, secondarily, have you guys seen the drones that people, the actual drones that citizens and civilians are using to fly up? Boom, they fly up by the drones. And when they fly up by the drones, their battery dies instantaneously. And with that, it's multiple occasions. You can look it up and see multiple occasions. Um, their batteries die. I'm drinking coffee, buddy. I'm drinking coffee to my buddy. So, yeah. What kind of technology does another country have that could disable drones and things of that nature, but at the same token, not disable the planes that are right beside them? All this reflection from the freaking, what's the thing called, French press. So that's not normal human technology if you think about it. This is mushroom coffee. Um, that's not normal technology at all. It's not human technology. A lot of people get it misconstrued and say it's human technology. It's not, brother. It's really not. And if it is human technology, it's human technology that's from a future form of humans. The only variation, but I don't believe that they're future humans, as they stated themselves to be. Big man, though. He's like, bro, you speaking too much. You know what's up. So, the reason why I'm making this video is because there's an extremely important thing called the harvest that's coming up. And that's what this is right now. How those drones are flying around and just surveying everything. They're trying to see who's who and what's what. They're trying to see who's good and who's bad left over. And then the harvest happens, or what people called the rapture. What's even more sinister than that, though, is the rapture part might not even be the bad part. The getting taken to another planet might not be the bad part. The bad part may be the factor of those who get left behind. Those who get left behind, you better train now. Start training. Start learning how to fight. And start, no, fuck that. Start learning how to love. Seriously, because the only reason why a specific faction of people are gonna get like a chance to live is because of their heart. If your heart is good, gotta give you a chance. If your heart's not in the right place, God's not gonna give you no chance because you don't deserve one. You have to be balanced. Ain't that right, little one? True, 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 true. See, like, real life though, I can have a nurturing soul and able to, like nurture cats, nurture humans, and things of that nature. But I still have that other side. You gotta have that balance. That's how you stay alive. You have that balance. But regardless of that, back to the drones. Those drones are not freaking drones. They're UFOs. Number one. Number two, they've been in the oceans for a long time. Number three, you gotta understand that they're not here to hurt you. Now the reverse engineered ones might be here to hurt you, but the natural ones aren't here to hurt you. So stop tripping. Stop being afraid. Like that's what most people want. They want people to be afraid. Don't be afraid. Ain't no reason to be afraid. Worst that can happen is this body dies, but your soul keeps going. So what you afraid of? What they say, the energy never dies. You want my coffee or some shit? You don't even drink coffee. You smelled it like, I don't want that shit. It's too strong. You see yourself on the screen, buddy? So yeah, we got that going on. We also had previously a moon, a so-called moon. There was no moon. It was another mothership. It was a mothership that was surveying to see what's going on. Because when I was a kid, I know it's gonna sound outlandish. I don't care. Not one bit do I care. Um, I had a so-called dream, which to me was just visions, because often those things that I call dreams came to pass, and I thought dreams were just like fictional imaginings. But in all actuality, when your dreams literally play out, and you be like, "Oh crap, this is what I was dreaming about. Oh crap, this is what that dream was." It starts to come into your mind, like, "Okay, cool, something might be correlating right here," because it's not normal for you to dream stuff that happens later. So that's why I call them visions. But in that vision, it was eggs that came from the sky. I call them eggs because they just like balls of light, little balls of light in a like an egg shape. They came down and they took some people up. Me being one of them, my nephews and nieces being others of them. I was actually saddened by the factor that we was leaving some family members behind because I was really, really wanting everybody to be able to come. So it made me real sad. I remember that heavily, and I've had that reoccurring dream. Like the eggs will come down, whoop, boop, pick us up. We go to another planet, butt naked. God bless. He was cutting my circulation off. We would go to another planet, and they would drop us off, drop us off, like straight drop, no clothes, no nothing, inside of a glass container type deal. And I remember, and I wake up like, oh shit, what is this? But the gist of it is those guys did not have any bad intent. They were saving us from the bad intent. And if you look at it now, it looks to me like everybody's picking up and trying to dip. Everybody's picking up like what's going on, and like what's going on the surface, because they're not causing no crap underneath us. It's if you got to understand, you also got to understand things are like layered. It's very layered. So we live on the crust, right? But then there's like the mantle underneath that, and then there's layers beneath that. Then there's layers above us. There's layers above that, and it just keeps going. So imagine this: if you got a neighbor that's on the floor above you making mad noise, and like, what you gonna do? If they're making mad noise and you trying to get some sleep, what you gonna do? Boop, 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 boop. Hey man, shut the fuck up. That's what it's gonna be. Same thing. Hey man, what the fuck going on up there, man? Hey, can you guys calm down? Now you got the calm neighbors that be like, hey, can you guys please calm down? We got kids trying to sleep downstairs, and you got the other neighbor. Hey man, you better hey man, shut that shit down, man. We don't. Hey, you got a bunch of different types of neighbors, and that's what we're going through right now. Our neighbors are getting kind of like upset at the noise that we're making. And if you think back, biblically, that was one of the things that the angels or the Neteru or the Anunnaki, there's so many other names. That's what they detested, the volume of humans. They didn't like how loud humans were because they're so quiet over the course of generations, their mouth gets smaller and smaller. It's like, after a while, their mouths be small as shit. You see what I'm saying? But our mouths are wider, so it allows for our voices to be louder and whatnot. But they view that as a sign of a lack of control. So if you're quiet and things of that nature, and orderly and real precise and things of that nature, that they looked at as an attribute. But you lose humanity in that, and they didn't realize that until later. And that's why some of them love humans for our sense of spirit, and some of them hate us for our sense of spirit. You got to understand, there's two sides to everything. There's multiple layers to everything. You can't just say all aliens are bad, all aliens are good. You can't say either or. Just like you can't say all black people are bad, all black people are good. Just like you can't say all of anything is good or bad. All watermelons aren't good. Seedless watermelons aren't good for you. Seeded watermelons are good for you, meaning watermelon with seeds in it is good for you. Positive or negative to everything. But I don't want to go off on a tangent here. I really wanted to make that a point to you guys to use your own brain and stop letting other people tell you what's good or what's bad via the news. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Oh, these drones are coming. That must be from another country. They're bad. They're coming to do harm. No, it's their surveillance. It's surveillance. So just be on your best behavior right now. And mean it too. Don't be on your best behavior. Just I thought that was like something in my beard. That curl is shining. Don't be on your best behavior just because somebody's watching. Be on your best behavior because it's how you should be. You feel me? That's why they always say, clean up your house because you never know when God's coming home. This is your house. This is your temple that they were talking about. Make sure that you are clean. Your soul is clean. Make sure that your insides are clean. Your body is clean. Eat healthily. Eat things that cleanse out your body, like deep leafy greens, like cruciferous greens, like really lush greens. Eat those and it'll clean out your body. You got to clean out your body or else you'll be sluggish. If you got a sluggish body, you have a sluggish brain. You have a sluggish brain, you have a sluggish mind. It all works in tandem. Body, mind, and spirit all works in tandem. The highest of which being the spirit. But the spirit can only do what the capacity of the body and the mind tells it can. It has the room for. It's like trying to put 3 freaking terawatts of energy inside of a capacitor that only holds 1 watt. It's gonna blow the capacitor. So your body has to be right, your spirit has to be right, and your mind has to be right. But firstly, your spirit, I would say, is the primary thing. Secondarily is your mind because the spirit conducts the mind. And thirdly is the body because the mind conducts the body. See what I'm saying? You get all those 3 in check, you good. Now, I know this is like totally unrelated. I actually forgot that I had this happening, and it's no correlation with what's really going on. I really had a deep conversation with a lady earlier today who she's an elder. I love talking to my elder. She's like 2 times my age. And so I was speaking with her about my knowledge in regards to the otherworldly, in regards to my knowledge about different things going on. And she spoke to me about how the news was even coming out and correlating with some things that I've been talking about previously, and how the news is finally saying, "Oh, the UFOs or whatever. These drones or are these UFOs? They're throwing more things out there. Even Congress is having meetings about uh, UFOs and extraterrestrials and things of that nature." But I was given a time period in which I could speak to people. I can't speak to those until they're ready. You can't speak to people until they're ready. I made that mistake too many times. So I said to myself, hold on to information until the public is ready for it. So we held on to some information. Still not time. We still ain't got ready to y'all still ain't all the way there. I'm not being like higher than anybody. I'm not at all. It's just like it's like you don't tell a child more than a child can handle. I'm a child too. Like everybody's a child of God. So you don't tell someone more than they can handle at the current moment. So that's totally unrelated to what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say is on a good note. That the previous was on a more serious note. Okay, cool. Keep your mind out in regards to what's going on in the field of extraterrestrials and in regards to the field of government because they're in tandem. But what you do was it drones not too far from Montauk, my man. Heard about the yeah, freak yeah, yeah, the Montauk monster. I know about them. I didn't do too much investigation in regards to that because there's a lot of people who look out in the government. When you start to look into things like that, they'll look out and say, "Cool, what does he know?" And then they'll look into your computer, and then it can go bad, and things of that nature. Because back then I was pirating, so that was bad. So I couldn't go too heavy into that because one of my computers got fried because I tried to go into a back door into a bunch of different files that I shouldn't have gone into at that moment because I was curious. When stuff happens to you, you start to look and see if it's happening to other people as well. You see what I'm saying? But whatever you want to talk about, I'm here for you. I'm with it. I'm ready to talk about anything because like I'm a wealth of knowledge in regards to things that have been going on this planet and on other planets. But what I was about to talk about was the good note. The good note is the factor that I forgot about it, so there's no form of promotion or anything like that. But I do have a song coming out tonight. I got a song coming out tonight, so I forgot about that. So that's why the title was like aliens and I think like music or something like that. I forget what the title was that I put because I was really just trying to hurry up and sit down and talk to you guys about what's going on in regards to the drones. Do your investigations, or as what's the guy say? What J Man? He'd be like, do your homework. Like J Man said, do your homework on how the drones are taking the power out of the drones' batteries when a regular civilian would send their drones up to those so-called drones. Now, what drone do you know that can absorb the power from another lithium battery? No. That, my friends, is an electromagnetic field. When an electromagnetic field has a certain frequency, when you put a lithium battery in there, boom, it depletes all the electromagnetic magnetism. Sorry, I was messed up. Electromagnetism because I was looking at my cat. He's doing something crazy over here. It depletes all of the energy from the battery when you have an extreme field. It's like a Faraday cage. You can't bring specific frequencies in or out of it. You see what I'm saying? It has that effect. That's why everything that has an electromagnetic field has a radius around it. Like your body has a radius as well. And that's why people can feel your vibe. And the higher your vibe is in regards to the amount of energy you have, the further your radius goes. So if you can train yourself, there's been CIA experimentation in regards to like how you can train your mind to be able to connect with people who are nowhere near you. And if you don't believe that I'm telling the truth on that, I believe I forget the project name on that one. But you can look into Project Looking Glass. Project Looking Glass correlates with that project. Project Looking Glass, that will take you to that field of where you can use astral projection and things like that. Because Project Looking Glass was about how they were trying to make a device that can do what humans are naturally capable of doing, which is in regards to looking at different potentialities, like different timelines. So when you dream, you're basically connecting with different timelines of your own existence. So that's why sometimes you can be in another. For instance, the movie The One. They're always going to tell you what's going on, and but they tell you in such a way to where you won't believe it. It's called soft disclosure. So in the movie The One, you remember how there was a bunch of different Jet Lis, but it was all just the same spirit, the same one, but it was many at the same time. That's like what we are. That's what the multiverse kind of is. It's like you're the same spirit, but you're on different levels and different levels of existence, different timelines. I'll call them levels of existence because it's all working in the same trajectory, but it's on different levels. So with that, when you dream, you could possibly tap into, and this is verifiable. You can look it up. They've done so much research into it now. You can tap into different versions of yourself. Why do you think Marvel and whatnot tells you about the multiverse now? And the multiverse is so freaking like how highly used in Marvel and different cartoons and things of that nature. Because some stupid scientists finally discovered that there's a such thing as the multiverse. You feel me? It's infinite. Everything keeps growing. You can't. There's no finite nature to the universe or to God. So shit keeps growing. I know I'm going off on a tangent and things of that nature. But there's so much knowledge and it all correlates. So what I'm gonna have to do for you guys is I'm gonna write down a list of different things that you guys say that you want to hear about or you want to talk about, or you want to have a conversation, because we could plan later on for me to come back live and talk to you guys live, because I love doing live stuff. I just really am an extremely busy man. I'm an extremely busy man because I'm one of those people that don't want to die and have regret. I want to die and be like, all right, I'm good. Fuck it. I'm going. Y'all got that? Y'all straight? All right, peace. That's it. That's how I'm gonna be. All right, you good? All right, I'm out. So I don't want to die with anything that's like, oh fuck, I could have did this, I could have did that. So I do a lot. So for me to take this time out and talk to you guys about this, that means it's extremely important. And if you notice, I didn't say nothing but a couple sentences about my song that's coming out tonight, because that is low to me in comparison. It's a lovely song, really dope. It's a hip hop song or rap song. So, but that right there, in comparison to you guys understanding what's going on, and so y'all don't get fooled by another thing, Project Bluebeam. So you don't get fooled by the fake UFOs versus the real UFOs, because what the fuck is gonna go on? Please listen to me. What is going to go on, if you're not careful, and if there's not enough people who are knowledgeable of this, what is going to go on is these guys are going to use fake UFOs to fake an attack, just like they used fake terrorists to plan a fake attack prior. The game don't change. Only the board does. The game doesn't change. Only the map does. It's the same game, y'all. Don't get caught up in it. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night, great day. Peace be with y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. About to hit it.